Hello everyone and welcome to a new vlog. Just finished filming for my vlog where I read 2 YA mystery thrillers. Today I've been planning on doing a this vlog will end once I get a 5-star book. But y'all know me, okay? The vlog may never end, okay? Know me. And so I really want this video to be up by the 21st because the days that I'm uploading are the 16th, the 19th, and the 21st, right? And then my birthday, or I'm either gonna upload the 16th and 19th and then the 16th and 19th and then my birthday. So there might be a few days of like no uploading because I always upload on my birthday because I love the birthday wishes that I get. And so I really want to upload before the 20th. Like if I have to push it back, the date my date that I will need to upload is the 21st. And then if I don't find a 5-star book by then I'm just gonna have to find something else to upload. I don't know. I have Shards of Earth, which I've been listening to for like the past week. I really like this book. I don't see this book being a 5-star, but I do see this book being a 4-star. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm really loving it so far. It gives those space opera vibes that I've been really looking for. Like, it just reminds me of like Star Trek and Star Wars, but like more so what I want from, like, you know, like fighting. It's like it has like aliens and like all this stuff, and it's just so cool. Like I'm really having a lot of fun with it. I've been finding myself watching like commentary channels on like my favorite animated shows and like watching content about that, and that helping me like sitting down and reading. And then also I'm in my gamer girl era, so this weekend I want to play Legends of, there's a lot of games in here, that's why I make that sound. This is my brother's. That's why it's also so like dirty. I'm scared to like touch it if you couldn't tell. But yeah, I have Zelda, I have Breath of the Wild that I am gonna be playing this weekend, hopefully. And then I'm playing my new favorite game, which is Night in the Woods, and I've been listening to Shards of Earth and playing Night in the Woods. And then also I'm gonna be cleaning today. So I'm gonna be cleaning the house today, so I'm gonna listen to Shards of Earth while I clean the house. And then tonight I want to start Gilmore Girls, maybe watch an episode. I've watched one episode before, it was kind of boring, but I was just thinking like Gilmore Girls and Friends, they have like the best merch when it comes to like TV shows. Like they have like the best coffee mugs, like really big coffee mugs themed around like these. I just love like a franchise. If you couldn't tell, I love like a series to get into. I love something that like has like good merch. Like I'm really into big mugs, and I noticed that Friends and Gilmore Girls has like the best like big mugs, and I just love like the Stars Hollow aesthetic. And like I'm not a Friends girl, like I'm so sorry, I don't give a fuck about Friends. I used to watch that show when I was a kid, like when I was like 7. I used to watch that show and I used to think it was hilarious, and then I rewatched it. I watched like episodes that came on like as I got older, and I'm like, this shit is not funny. Like it's not, I cannot stand Friends. So I'm gonna be watching Gilmore Girls because I love the aesthetic of the show. Like it's very fall, but for some reason I just don't like it. Like growing up, me and my mom used to watch Gilmore Girls, and like I watched it because she watched it because I like watched it, and it was like our thing. But like I don't remember, I wasn't old enough to remember a lot of episodes, so I had to be like 7. And I remember one day I was like, girl, this show is boring, like I just watch it because you watch it. She's like, oh my gosh, I watch it because you watch it. But then my mom, she started rewatching Gilmore Girls because she actually stuck with it though. She actually rewatches Gilmore Girls. It's not like her fave show, but it's something that she rewatches when she runs out of things to watch. And so I really want to watch it. I really want to get into a show that has like, because I love a good like sweater. Like I have a Spider-Man sweater in there that I wear and I love it. Like I love a good like sweater based off of something that I love. I'm gonna be getting an Over Garden Wall sweater once I get a job. Like I want sweaters for like my favorite TV show, like my favorite books. Like I love that like people are starting, like books are starting to become more popular now. This is so long, I'm gonna have to edit this down. I made me coffee, and then I also made me something to eat, and I don't know why I did that because drinking coffee, like I don't really need to eat. But now I can get merch from like my favorite like books, and it'll be like a bookstore that's in a book, or like a coffee shop that's in a book, or like a college that's in a book, and you can get like, I love those, and like getting those like sweaters for them, and people are like, oh my gosh, like I don't know, it's just, and it's like people who know, and it's just, I don't know, I love it, and I want to be one of those girlies. So that's why I'm watching Gilmore Girls. But yeah, this is a long intro. I'm so sorry I talk a lot. I'm gonna try to edit this down a little bit, but I don't want to edit too much because sometimes when I'm editing, I like don't care about what I'm saying, and I edit out a lot of like fun discussions just because. But I feel like I wouldn't anyway. So I'm gonna end this, and I'm gonna read. I'm either gonna listen to my audio. I'm gonna get on TikTok for a little bit, and then I'm gonna get on TikTok. I'm gonna limit myself to an hour of social media time, and then after that, what time is it? It's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna limit myself to an hour of social media time, and then after that, I'm either gonna physically read or I am going to clean and then also listen to my audiobook. So, yikes. I am currently playing a game of Yarn Chicken. What if you don't know what Yarn Chicken is? It's a thing in the crocheting community where you don't have a lot of yarn left and you're trying to see if you can like get to the end of your yarn, like if you can still finish your project while like with the little bit of yarn you have left. I do have more yarn. I also know how to attach the yarn and make it longer, but I just don't care to do that. Like I hate the knots that happen when you do it, because like a lot of yarn companies, like they do that. Okay, so anyway, so I want to tell you about the book that I'm currently reading. So I'm currently reading Shards of Earth because on my birthday I know I'm going to be getting birthday money and I want to buy myself some books, but I don't want to waste money on books that I'm not sure I'm going to like, or books, basically books I haven't read. And I want to get this whole series, but I don't want to get the whole series if I'm not liking the book. And so I'm reading this ahead, and I'm actually really liking Shards of Earth. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's basically a sci-fi space opera about these beings called the architectures, and they basically can like destroy Earth. And I think of them as aliens. And like I said, it's a space opera, and I talk about this all the time. My favorite thing about space operas is the fact that they are basically the found family trope, and like I'm having a lot of fun with this book. It has like a wide cast of characters. The characters are so diverse and interesting. I wish this book had fan art because one of the characters is described as black, and then when I looked up the fan art, they drew her as white, but I could have sworn they described her as. But also I've just been seeing that people have just been drawing the characters any kind of way that they want to, so I'm just gonna keep picturing her as black. Like what is somebody gonna do, jump me? I'm pretty sure they described her as black. Like I swear they did. Like I could have sworn they did, but I don't know why everyone's drawing her white. That's just me. But it's so interesting, like looking at fan cast of like a book that's diverse of like other genres, because I don't want to get into too much of this topic, but it's just so interesting because I looked up like some okay, so some fan casts I see, like I only saw a few, but the ones that I have seen, like there would be ones like very, very diverse, and then others would be like just white characters. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if you guys like, I don't know, but I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's so crazy because it's just crazy because I have been reading this book for a week, and then my problem is that if I spend too long reading a book, then I like kind of start to lose interest in it, like the more like as I go on. And I don't know, it's just something that I do. I don't know why. And like the longer I go reading it, like the less stars it'll get. But like this one, like I've been listening to the audiobook because I've been kind of struggling to like listen for more than like 2 hours. And this audiobook is 17 hours long. I think I have 12 hours left, which is like I can just read that in one sitting. Like I can just sit there and like that's like 6 hours, so I can literally, you know, I don't be doing nothing, so I could literally finish that in one sitting. But it's just something about it, I don't really want to. And so I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm liking the characters. I think the plot is very interesting. It reminds me of like Leviathan Wakes, which I was looking for more books like that, like space opera, found family. Like a lot of books don't give that, or like they have found family, but it's like not a found family that I care for. And I'm not saying they are found family because it's just getting started in the book still, and like there's like a lot of information to learn and stuff like that. But I think the book is doing a really good job at like teaching things, and it's so interesting. Like I don't know what it is. And so I'm having a lot of fun. I am crocheting a beach bag. We're supposed to go to the beach on Monday. Me and my brother are very excited, and so I'm making a beach bag. And this is kind of hard. I'm watching Kayla from Books and Lala and crocheting, and then I'll probably play I'll probably watch a little bit of the Big Brother live feeds, and then I think I'm gonna watch like an episode or two of Gilmore Girls, and then I'm gonna start some reality TV shows, because I was talking to Jake and I noticed that like the reality TV shows, they are like, the seasons are a lot shorter. Like what was stopping me from watching is like, I want to watch Survivor, but I'm not trying to watch 20 episodes a season of like this shit, right? I found out the episodes are like 15 episodes max. If I would have known that, I would have started these shows a long time ago. So I'm gonna watch Survivor, I'm gonna watch The Amazing Race, and then Jake wants me to watch a show called Below Decks, but we'll move from there. So with Survivor, I'm gonna start from the beginning, and then with, I usually like to work my way back. So I like to watch the current season and then back, because I like to be caught up and then whatever. But with Survivor, I'm gonna start with the beginning and then work my way up, and then with The Amazing Race, I'm gonna work my way back like I usually do. And then maybe I'll watch like this season of The Circle, but I really need to balance like reading and like I can't like read and I really need to balance like reading and watching TV, because I used to be able to like read and watch TV at the same time, but I really can't anymore. Like I really don't know. But reality TV, like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to read and watch. So I just need to balance like watching like reality TV during the day and then watching like Gilmore Girls if I want to continue. I want to like Gilmore Girls so bad. That first episode was boring as fuck. I watched that first episode and went to bed like early. Like I went to bed at 8 p.m. I don't ever go to bed at 8 p.m. Like come on now. But I really want to love it. I want to be a Gilmore Girls girly. Like, you know, it's like the perfect fall show. Like all the girlies love it. Like, please, I want to be one of those girls. I'm not trying to be like not like other girls. I want to be like other girls, but I just, it's so boring. But I want to love the aesthetic. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is pissing me off. I'm getting angry. But yeah, this is my cute little bag. I'm gonna make the straps longer. I'm going for the straps to be like maybe here. How long do I want this? Okay, this is washing me out. I hate when I do that. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on the book that I'm reading, and then after I'm done crocheting, I'm either gonna play Night in the Woods for a little bit and listen to my audiobook, or I'm going to read a little bit on my, what is this thing called, my iPad. Okay, so I am having a beach day tomorrow, and I need to narrow the books down. I started off with 3 and I was gonna take 2, but I made my bag and I just cannot fit 2 books in here. This is the bag that I made. She's so gorgeous. I love her. But this is the bag without the books, right? And I usually would put my book sleeve on them. I wouldn't just throw them in the bag like this, but for research purposes I will be. And like, let's say I put it at the bottom of the bag. Actually, this doesn't look too bad. I think I might, okay, I think I might, but this is drooping so low, like. And then if I just have 1 book, but actually 2 books isn't that bad. I'm still gonna do a triad chapter. I probably am gonna bring both of these, but I'm gonna do a triad chapter of both of these books just to be sure I want to take them, because I really want to take a fantasy. Like, I know it's not like beachy to take a fantasy book, but I feel like that actually would be very fun. And then I bought this as like my little romance, because I just feel like, I don't know, I just keep thinking about it. I feel like it's gonna be fun. But this is a little chunky. It's actually funny because I think that this book is longer than this book, but if you compare them, this book is bigger, like thicker. I'm gonna read more of Shards of Earth today, and also I do need to finish a book today. I don't need to finish a book, but I didn't finish a book yesterday, and I like to finish a book a day. It just makes me feel better. So I'm gonna sit down and read. I've been watching Survivor. I started last night and I'm having a lot of fun. So I need to finish cleaning up the living room because I didn't finish yesterday, and then so I'm gonna listen to Shards of Earth while I do that, and then I'm gonna, maybe I'll do my triad chapter first and then clean the living room, and then come back, watch my episodes of Survivor, and then read a book. Because personally, like, if I don't finish a book a day, I just feel guilty. I feel guilty, I feel incomplete, but then there's a lot of stuff that I need to do tonight. I need to shower, I need to shave, which, like, sorry, personal TMI, I don't really care, you know, I don't really give a fuck, but I need to shower, I need to shave, you know, lotion my body, you know, make sure I feel good for tomorrow, because we're going at 10 a.m. so that means I'm gonna wake up at 9 a.m. I'm gonna do my makeup, I'm gonna get ready, I need to go to bed at a decent time, so I can't be up until 5 a.m. like I usually am, okay? I can't be up all late like I usually am. My bedtime is like 3, okay? That's good enough for me. 3, maybe 2. I don't know. I be getting sleepy around those times though. I just don't be going to sleep because I be listening to ASMR. I be trying to like find the perfect ASMR and like the perfect book to read, and that just takes me hours and then whatever. Okay, so I did read my chapters of both books. I had to take a little break afterwards. I'll explain why when I talk about this book. So basically I read this first chapter and I liked it. I thought it was pretty fun. It takes place on an island, so I actually think this will be the perfect beach read. It is about this girl who, like I said, lives on the island, and she's gossiping with her friend. Her friend's like, did you know about Prince Edward and Red? And she's like, yeah, I know who they are. She's like, no, I mean, like, did you know, like, they're gonna be living on our island? Like, that's why everyone is like acting the way that they were acting. And she was like, oh, I didn't know. So then she like goes home and she's trying to get into like her place and or like her area, and there's this guy standing there and he won't let her. And like earlier in that chapter, she lost, some kid threw up in her bag so she couldn't use her ID. So then the part where I entered the chapter, he was like, well, let me see your ID so I can make sure you get in. And then the chapter ended, and I thought that that would be fun to like leave off the chapter on like a little cliffhanger. So tomorrow I'll be really interested in reading, because I did think the cliffhanger was interesting, because how is she gonna get back to her place? Like, I think the author was really smart for that. So I'm actually really excited. The girl, the girl that the prince is marrying, her name is Monica. They call her Red. Her name is Monica Red, and she's black, which, me reading that line that she was black, I was so confused, because like it was like, and Monica, it was written weirdly. It was like Monica, bro, what did it say? Okay, it said, not only is Monica black, but she's American and she had a successful career. And like the way that it was phrased, where it said not only is Monica black, but it capitalized Monica and black, which, yeah, you're supposed to capitalize black, but it kind of threw me off, because I was like, wait, I thought y'all just said her name was Monica Red, now her name is Monica Black. So I was literally sitting there for like 20 minutes confused, because I'm an idiot. But I love that they made her black, because this is very clear a play on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, which I think is very funny. And I like that the princess is black, like, period, as she should be. And then I started The Eyes of the Dragon, which I only got 1 page, because the chapter was 1 page. Because you know how Stephen King, like, he doesn't really do chapters. He does like breaking his books up into sections. Sometimes he does chapters, sometimes he doesn't. It depends on the book. And so in this book, he doesn't do chapters. So I haven't really figured out what this book is about, but when I opened the book, I noticed the name Roland. And so when I saw Roland, I'm like, oh my gosh, Roland from the Dark Tower. So then I had to go Google once I finished the chapter, because I was like, okay, so is this the same Roland from the Dark Towers? So it's not the same Roland from the Dark Tower series, but it also mentioned Flag, which I immediately noticed Randall Flag, so I went to go look that up, and it is the same Randall Flag, but it's not the same Roland. So this one connects to the Dark Tower. And then these are my book sleeves that I made. These are my book sleeves that I made. The Eyes of the Dragon is supposed to go in here, and then the romance book is supposed to go in here. And look how cute she is. And this is my first time really using a book sleeve, because I don't really go anywhere, and in the places that I do go, I don't really need a book sleeve for. Like, I mean, I'm going to Barnes and Noble, but it's like I don't need a book sleeve because I'm not bringing a book with me. This is The Royals Next Door in a book sleeve. So cute. Anyways, I'm very excited for tomorrow. So I'm gonna finish reading Shards of Earth. Well, not finish reading, because but I'm gonna read probably gonna read like maybe like what, 50. I'm gonna read my 2 hours, my hour and a half. It's probably not gonna take me that long to clear room. So I'm gonna read like a little bit of Shards of Earth. Like I said, I don't mind like getting through it a little bit at a time with that book, but I do want to hurry up and finish it, because I think the longer I spend on it, the more I'm gonna be like, maybe I don't like this book, you know? Okay, so I hope you can't hear my music. I wish you could play music like TikTok on YouTube, but whatever. Cause that's like the best part of TikTok, when it's like playing music in the background. Cause that's how I am. Like I have music on all the time. I think I did my eyebrows a little too thick, to be honest. Anyways, so I finished the book last night. Obviously it was not 5 stars. I started reading An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green, which I've almost called him John Green like 70 times, just in like the entire time I was reading. So that book is about this girl who at 3 a.m. is walking around New York, which low-key, if I lived in New York, I would be doing the same thing because I literally never sleep. So she's 24, because I thought that was cool, and she's walking around New York in 3 a.m. and she ends up seeing like this statue, which I kind of pictured looked like Transformers, and then I googled it and it confirms that they low-key do look like Transformers. She kind of stumbles across this like thing, the statue, and she's like, it came out of nowhere in the middle of the night and like nobody's saying anything. So she calls up her bestie, who's a videographer. Who has a YouTube channel, and she's like, dude, like there's this weird ass statue in the middle of New York, like we need to film it. So he comes down there, they film, and she wakes up the next morning, they end up going viral with 1 million views, and she ends up becoming like an internet sensation. But she also discovers that like she's not the only one. Like New York isn't the only place that has it. Like they have it like in a lot of other places. They just randomly popped up out of nowhere, and so they begin to notice, like they're trying, like the beginning of the book, they're trying to like figure out what happened. Like plot wise, okay, so I really like, so she is a YouTuber. She ends up becoming a YouTuber, and she ends up becoming like an internet sensation. Like she starts a Twitter account because someone's trying to impersonate her, so she's like, okay, we're gonna make my own account so people don't do that. People actually care about what she has to say, like what she thinks, like all of this stuff. And I thought the way that was written was interesting because Hank Green is a YouTuber, so he gets it. He knows what it's like. He knows how like AdSense works, like he knows what the hell he's talking about, and I like that, and it was fun. And it was actually really interesting watching her go, like watching how fame changed her. I will say, I do think, I mean, I guess not really, I just feel like, how realistic is it that like she like just gets this famous? Like what, also it makes a lot of sense because this is like some weird phenomenon that just happens, right? I will say, the like plot wise, I wasn't like that interested. I thought it was gonna be like an alien story. It still is a first contact story, but it's not really like alien. And so I thought it was like, okay, why did I do that? Also, I didn't really care. It's like weird because I like, her name was April May, which I thought was just so fun. Like I love that name. I thought it was so like, it's very like Green Brothers, like very funny and cute. But like, I don't know, I thought she was like kind of like very much Green Brothers, like kind of quirky, but like not really at the same time. And like she didn't really have a lot, like she had personality, but like not really at the same time, you know. And then like she was quirky, her thing was like she did, and it's like, it's fine. I didn't feel like at times she gave off not like other girls, and I don't think it was like, I think Hank Green really tried to stray away from that. And also I thought the way that he wrote women was very like interesting. Like I liked it, like I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty accurate. Like the way that he had her like talk and speak also sometimes made her sound like a 16-year-old, but sometimes a 24-year-old could be a 16-year-old, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I wasn't too bothered by that. I liked the way that she talked. Was she 24 or was she 23? I don't know how old the bitch was. She was something. She could have been 22 for all I know. She was something. She kind of reminded me of like a teenage girl, but like not really at the same time. I did read like one of his, he had created like a little novella, and he revealed that like this was originally going to be like a middle grade series about a girl and her dog detective. And I was like, oh, that tracks, that makes a lot of sense, that adds, you know. So yeah, I read that, and then I have my books picked out for today. I don't think either of them are gonna be 5 stars, but like that's the good point about, well, Stephen King, I don't know, Stephen King has like the chance because I've given him 5 stars before. But that's the point of this vlog. Like, usually when I give a lot of 5 stars, usually when I give out a 5 star, it's usually unexpected. I will say an absolutely remarkable thing was like very fun to read, if that makes sense. Like, I had a lot of fun reading it last night. It was very quick, it was very entertaining. Sometimes when like it doesn't really, like, the plot didn't really like move me, but like usually when that happens, like, I find the book boring. But I found the book very fun, and like this weird love triangle in it. Also, I need to stop googling like what fan art is, because I googled the fan art last night, and I remember explicitly the character Maya saying that she was black, because one of her points is that she doesn't want to be, she hates like being like the spokesperson for like black people when like she's around like mostly white people, and like that shouldn't be that, like she shouldn't have to be the spokesperson about black people. So very obviously she's black. Why I go look up the fan art? Somebody drawing her as white. Excusez-moi. So that was a little confusing, but other than that, I need to stop googling fan art, because it's very clear that people will fan cast very explicit like characters who are explicitly black as white, no matter if they even like it's said and even talked about race. Like, what the hell is the, why would you, anyways. Not saying race was important to her story, and I actually kind of figured she was black just because her name was Maya, but then I was like, oh, like a white person's name could be Maya, you know, like look at Maya Hawke, you know. But then it was like explicitly said she was black, and I was like, okay, period. Alright, she was already gonna be black in my head anyways, because her name is the same as my mom's name, it's just spelled different. But yeah, I think I'm gonna focus on, because I think I'm gonna start what's that book called, The Neighbor Next Door, the Royals Next Door. I'm gonna start that because it has like that beach feel to it, and then like maybe once I get bored, I don't really get bored of books, I like to read books all the way through, but I just bought the second book as an option, and my brother said he's bringing his bag, because I was just like, okay, my bag is just, I can't carry any more in my bag, and so he was like, oh, you can use my bag. So I might bring it. I'm not bringing a third book, man. You're not bringing a third book there, girl. Like, let's be for real. So I'm gonna put on my outfit and then I'll be back. Okay, let's do a fit check. I'm excited because you can see my tattoo in this swimsuit, and this is like the first time I've been able to like show my tattoo since I've had it for like almost a year now. I'm obsessed. So anyways, let's do a fit check. I made the skirt myself, and then I think I'm gonna put on the matching top that I made with it just cause. But yeah, this is the skirt that I made. I love it. It's so cute. And yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a quick little update, and then I'm about to sleep for the next 75 hours, right? So we went to the beach. We didn't really like, it was like very cloudy outside today, and it was supposed to rain, so like it wasn't like, we didn't like get to like enjoy the beach, but the beach was so pretty. We ended up going to like this small little beach town. It was so cute. I want to live there. We like got to walk around, like we walked to like this restaurant, this small little restaurant, but the restaurant was, it had like a bee infestation out of nowhere. Like, I don't know, it was getting crazy. It was getting crazy. So I ended up not reading, and then look at my book. I ended up not reading. Let me take my bookmark right here, because you don't know how I get my bookmarks. I do want to read this, but I ended up not reading. First of all, I don't know if I ever vlogged it, but I ended up taking the Eye of the Dragon out of my bag because my bag was just weighing down so much. And then I ended up not reading this because we just sat and we all talked, because nobody could get in the water. Like, it wasn't that sunny, it was kind of cold. We were all just chilling. It literally felt like Big Little Lies. Like, I felt like, but the beach town was so cute. Like, the houses were so pretty. Like, you know, I've always wanted to live in a beach town, because I've always wanted to like be able to like walk around and like walk to the beach really fast, and like I got to like do that, like got to experience that life, and it was just so fun. And it was like cloudy, so I didn't really get to enjoy it, but they had like a pier, they had like a lighthouse. It was really nice. I wanted to go to the lighthouse, but we couldn't figure out if like somebody owned it and it was like their house or what. But the pier was really nice. I collected a bunch of seashells. Everyone collected seashells from me. It was really nice. Put them in this bag, so I have like a bunch of seashells that everyone just collected. It was so cute and sweet. It was just so fun. I really had a lot of fun. I just wish that it wasn't so cloudy, and like we got to enjoy we got to enjoy the weather, and like got to be sunny, but it's August. Like it fit like the August mood. Like I'm telling you, like I was in Big Little Lies. Like I was romanticizing that thing down. Okay, I really loved it. Like I want to live in a beach town so bad, like so bad. But yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm about to sleep. I fell asleep in a car on the way home. It was like a 40-minute drive. I fell asleep in a car, and I'm like my mouth is like, I can feel my mouth like dropping open because I like drool in my sleep, and my mouth is always like open when I sleep. So I knew, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be in a deep sleep. I just knew it. I was like, I can't even really sleep for real here because I'm gonna be in a deep sleep. I'm going to take a nap, and then once I'm up, I will vlog and read some more book. I need to knock the hell out. Okay, so unfortunately the nap that I had last night just wasn't that girl. Okay, at first the nap was amazing, but I am a cat mom, and once your cat decides that you have enough, once your cat decides that you had enough sleep, guess what? You've had enough sleep, so you won't be getting any more. Like the nap was so good, and then my cat started bothering me, and I had to wake up. So I ended up catching up on the challenge, Big Brother, and then watching one more episode of Survivor until I just shut the computer off, until I just turned it off, and I ended up reading. I read one chapter of Exum's End. I actually really like it so far. It like immediately to me started off interesting. I was a little worried going into the book, but it sounds a little interesting. I don't know if I want to read it physically or listen to the audiobook, so I'm gonna give the audiobook a try because you know sometimes audiobooks don't be really that great. So I'm gonna give the audiobook a try for a chapter, and then after that I'm going to if I don't like the audiobook, then I'll read it physically. So yeah, I'm probably gonna play Night in the Woods because every day I've been saying I'm gonna play it and I have not played it. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm up early today because I didn't go to bed until like 5 a.m. but they ended up coming to do inspections and they came at 10 a.m. so I woke up obviously, and I've just been up since. So I made me some coffee. It's 11 a.m. I spent an hour on TikTok and I uploaded some videos. So now I'm going to read. I don't really, since I uploaded my videos, I don't really have an excuse or reason to be on TikTok. Especially because like, I don't know, my obsession with TikTok right now isn't even because TikTok is fun. I made so many friends off TikTok, but I'm mostly on there like looking for like video ideas to film. Especially because like, I know people don't like videos where I like show my face on my TikTok, but I still like to film them. Am I gonna get me a microphone soon? So I think that'll help. But I'm always on there like looking up video ideas, recommendation ideas, because I like posting like 2 to 3 times a day. And so I'm always on TikTok, but like the app itself is actually really boring. The videos aren't good. It's very clear that they don't know how to like structure their timeline right now. Like I liked one video and now I'm getting like 7 videos either using that sound or using like that video format, and like that's cool and all, but like nobody wants to sit there and watch like 8 videos of the same sound in a row or 8 videos of the same sound in general. Like that's really boring. And then it's like when I look up like topics like those, like when I look up like crochet videos, I don't get a bunch of crocheting videos on my For You page. But I watched a video about like Hawaii, and I've been getting a bunch of videos about Hawaii on my For You page, which I mean I don't mind. I've been sharing them to my Instagram story, but like now it's starting to get like very depressing, and not saying that I want to like close myself off from that, but it's like I'm getting hit with video after video after video, and can you at least put some happy stuff in there? Like it's 11 a.m. like I don't really use TikTok to be informational. That's kind of what I use Twitter for, but TikTok videos are easier to post to my story. But like I use TikTok, like I need at least one app that I can like escape from reality from, and that's kind of just TikTok. And not saying I'm gonna stop like sharing the videos or anything, but the world is just, anyways. So yeah, so I'm just gonna read. So yeah, I'm gonna read Exum's End. I was gonna film a TikTok today, but I want today to be a reading day because I went out yesterday. So I want today to be a reading day and not a filming day, because usually when I film I don't read. So I really just want to make sure I'm focusing on, because like I'll just do this thing where like I'll just film a bunch of videos in 1 week and then I won't read a lot because I'm always filming, and like there's nothing wrong with that. I just want to so yeah, also I need to figure out like how long I want these clips to be. because if I'm going to be reading a lot of books, I don't need this video to be like 2 hours long. I mean, I'm sure people won't mind if it's like an hour. And I edited it down from like 50 minutes to 30. So I think I want this video to be like an hour. So I think like I need to, but I don't know, I don't want to rush it because I don't know when I'll get my next 5-star read. Like I was looking at my Goodreads last night. It took me 7 books to find a 5-star read last month, and I didn't get my 5-star read until the 26th. So for me, like, it's really hard like finding a 5-star read because I am a critical reader and I'm really like, I'm a harsh rater. So I mean, I don't want to be filming this video, like I really want this video to be up by the 21st, and I have some other videos that I need to like edit and stuff. I have some left on my laptop, but it's like I kind of don't want to edit them. Like I just want to focus on this video. Like I don't know how people film multiple videos at once, because I just want, like, I'm excited for this video. I want this video to be uploaded, but I don't want to not upload until the 21st, but also I don't want to edit anything else. So that's my dilemma. But yeah, I'm gonna play a game and listen to an audiobook. This is the vibe for tonight. I'm loving it. I told my brother, I was like, are you liking the vibes? He was like, girl, this is your every night. And I'm like, no, for real. After I'm done reading, I'm gonna play my Switch. I'm gonna play Night in the Woods because I played it yesterday, and I really just have my laptop there for like, not aesthetic purposes, but to fill the space, because you know I hate empty space, girls. So, but like, look at the vibes. Ugh, I love it right now. Yeah, so I just finished Exum's End and I ended up giving it 4 stars. Okay, I have music on, so let me pause it. Okay, so I just finished Exum's End and I want to say this book was so fun. I ended up giving it 4.4 stars. Sorry, I ended up giving it 4 stars, and I'll explain why later. But I had a lot of fun reading this book. I'm not familiar with Lindsay Ellis. I've never heard of her. I don't know who she is. I've never watched her YouTube channel. So this review is unbiased, okay? I have read 3 YouTuber books. 2 of them being booktuber books, and then the third one being Lindsay Ellis. I watched one of her videos a little bit towards the end. Well, I started watching one of her videos. It was long, so I didn't get that far because I went to bed. So I started watching one of her videos. It was in the Omegaverse. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna watch somebody's first video, I'm obviously gonna watch the Omegaverse video, right? So I watched that. Very interesting, but it was actually very funny because in her Omegaverse video she brought up how her book was inspired by Transformers, and a lot of people realized that. And it's just so interesting because I didn't see it at first, but then when I look back on it, I'm like, whoa, it is. So this is a first contact alien book. This follows a character named Cora, and she's a college dropout, kind of like very unreliable, and her father, she's a deadbeat father who left her family, and I don't really recall what his job is, but he basically is claiming that the meteor shower, oh, this takes place in 2007. So he's saying that the meteor that's supposed to hit Earth, that everyone's been warned about, is actually aliens. And he's just been like saying like aliens are coming, aliens, like, you know, like the sky is falling, the sky is falling. That's him, but with aliens, right? I don't even like Chicken Little. I don't even know why I referenced that, but whatever. So she is the daughter of him. He's a dead, first of all, imagine having a deadbeat dad and he's always on the news talking about some aliens are coming. Girl, I'll be mad. Anyways, so, and then one night, she's at home and she notices there's something weird coming in there, like sound in their house while everyone's asleep. She goes and checks it out, and it goes from there. This book was so fun. When I tell you the beginning of this book, we didn't have a single like boring like part in the beginning of this book. Like the pacing was so good, but then once you get towards the middle, I feel like she like didn't really know what she, like, it was like, not that she didn't know what to do, but she like very obviously like was just trying to keep the book going until the end, you know, like keep the pages up until the end, because the pacing got really weird after a certain point and it kind of got like a little boring. But other than that, I will say this book was so much fun. I know a lot of people don't like Cora as a character, but I really liked how she was written. I love that she was an unreliable character, and like she really stuck through that. I really love like the Alien, the First Contact. One of my favorite movies is The Day the Earth Stood Still with Jaden Smith. Is such a good movie, and that kind of gave me the feeling of that. And then once she said Transformers, I also got the feel of that, and so it just was like so fun. I wasn't expecting that. So I'm actually gonna read the sequel next. I'm gonna play a game, I'll relax a little bit, and then I got the ebook and the audiobook on Libby, so I'm gonna finish that. And then I actually need to finish Shards of Earth tomorrow. I might just have to read the rest because I have an ebook, so I might just have to read the end of Shards of Earth because I just don't feel like listening to an audiobook anymore. I'm not gonna lie. So I think that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna read the rest because I don't feel like listening to the audiobook, especially because like Shards of Earth is good, but it's like, I don't know, I'm getting to that point where I've been reading it for too long, so now I'm kind of starting to lose interest. So I'll probably read that tonight as well because I just need to finish. And I'm just so proud of myself this week. I haven't been on TikTok as much, or like I'll get on a live stream and then I'll sit at this desk and I'll read and I'll do other stuff, but I haven't really been on like TikTok as much. Like I find, or like I'll listen to the audiobook and do something else. I just feel like myself again. I feel like TikTok is really taking over my life, but I really found something to do. I need to film some TikToks. I was supposed to upload a video. I'm not gonna lie. I'm supposed to upload a video today. I have a video that I can edit. I just don't know if I'll be able to. Like I just have so much to edit. I don't know. I don't want to upload. I just don't feel like uploading, and I'm focused on this video, and so I don't want to be focused on anything else. That's like, I can't film like other people, like how other people will film like 7 vlogs at the same time. I can't do that because I want to focus on the video that I'm currently filming. But hopefully we get a 5-star soon. Okay, this video is already long and I think I've only read 2 books, like completed 2 books in this vlog. So yeah, but yeah, I want to keep this short. I think I want to keep the clips under 5 minutes. Let's see, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So I can talk about at least 5 books if I keep it under 5 minutes. So I'm gonna end this here and I'll be back once I finish the sequel. And I think I'm almost saying excellent. I know I'm not saying it right because they said it a certain way in the video, I mean in the audiobook, but it wasn't clicking. It's not clicking, so I'm gonna keep calling it Xms, and I don't care. It's good look though. So I'm actually about to, I actually need to keep this quick. So I finished 2 books. I finished Truth of the Divine, which I gave 3.5 stars, and I finished Shards of Earth finally, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars. So Truth of the Divine, this book is a sequel to Axioms End, and so I can't really go too much into it, but basically my like reasons why I didn't give it like 4 stars or like higher, like I know a lot of people are like, oh, this book was just so much better, but like to me personally it wasn't. It was a lot more boring. Like this book really, like the first book was just so fun. It was like Cora running around with this alien, like getting to know this alien, and just like, I don't know, them running around together. It was just so fun. But in this one I just feel like a lot of that just came to like stop, like a lot of things that I found fun, and it was just a lot of like Cora and her anxieties, which is fine. I completely understand that. It's just going from a book that I had so much fun with to like this one where it's like 300 pages of, like it was like 400 pages, but a good middle of the book, like a good like 300 pages just wasn't, like the beginning was good and the end was good, but the middle core of it, like I just couldn't find myself like staying interested. And then for Shards of Earth, I liked this book. I had a lot of fun. I think my biggest issue was that I took so long to read it, but like I was having fun still, but it's like, I don't know, whenever I take too long to read a book, I'm like, okay, well, do I still love it, or it's like my feelings for it die down the more I take. But I just kept remembering, like when I first started this book I wanted to give it 4 stars, so I did. But I did really enjoy it. I like the characters. I feel like if you like The Expanse, like this book is perfect for you, because I mean I'm currently reading The Expanse, but like it's long, so I'm not really currently reading it, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I miss The Expanse even though I'm reading it, you know, and this gives The Expanse vibes a lot shorter. I like the characters in this. I think the characters are a lot diverse. It's also like some of my favorite things. Like I love the fact that it's like sci-fi, space opera. It has like found family, like these group of characters. I like the group of characters. I just don't love the group of characters, that makes sense. Like I have fun with them. I'm just not like, oh my gosh, these are my favorite group of characters ever. I think in order for me to give it a 5 star, I would need to love the characters as much as I love like the plot and what's going on in the setting, you know? So I got 2 Libby books. I got books by Janice Hallett. So I got her book The Appeal and Twyford Code. So I'm gonna listen to both of the audiobooks and read the ebooks along, because I know it's like one of those murder mysteries where you like solve it. And so I know the first one like takes place like letters and emails or something, and then Twyford Code, that one is like recordings on an iPhone 4, I think, or something like that. So I really want to read along with it just so I don't get lost or confused. So it's gonna be, those are gonna be very quick, so I want to read those today. I'm gonna stop for a little bit. It's 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna stop for a little bit and listen to my and play my game. I'm gonna try to get into Zelda today, so I'm gonna do that, and then and then I'm gonna get into the books. Hopefully I can finish them both today, but I'll probably finish one today and one tomorrow, and then I need to start to sleep in a Sea of Stars. And then the last book on my Libby will be The Child Thief by Brahm. So hopefully I finish that before my birthday, and then I can get into my next week reads and get like my next week TBR ready. But other than that, I just need a 5-star. Like, please, I can't not have a video until my birthday. Like, that's just crazy. This is insane. This is insane. I hate this. I wish that we could just play music on YouTube like the way that you do on TikTok, because like the vibes would just be vibing, right? So anyways, I'm here to give a book update. As we can see, it's been a few days. My hair is straight. It's been a few days. Okay, so I started The Appeal by Janice something, and I liked it. I wanted to read a mixed media book. Maybe I'll have to buy the book physically, but I was like liking it. I was having fun with it even though there wasn't anything happening. It's about these group of people who are putting on a play, and so one of the characters, his daughter gets cancer, and so they are setting up a like fundraiser dance like ball for all the characters to go to, and I guess someone is gonna die there. Literally 20% into the book, there's no, like, no one's died. No one's dead. I think actually I might have just been at the part where someone's body is going to be discovered, but I was just bored. I was like, okay, that might be a soft DNF, but it's just like, okay, like none of the books I'm reading are 5-star books. Like this book obviously isn't a 5-star, or it might, like, I don't know, like it'd probably be like a 4-star by the time I get to it. It's not going to be a 5-star, you know. It was very intriguing, but like I didn't really love the characters. I thought like it was like very boring, but it was just so fun because I was reading it along with my iPad, and so I was like reading like the articles, and it was really quick to read, and it was just very funny. And also it's like I had like my own theories, because the point is to solve the murder along with the characters. So I had like my own theories. First of all, I have a theory that the guy whose daughter has cancer, he's lying. That girl does not have cancer. I don't know, I probably am wrong. I just don't believe that she does. I'm sorry. It's just so suspicious. Like I don't believe it. Anyway, so I was having fun with it, but it's like he wasn't doing its thing. So then I started The Roommate Risk by Talia Hipper. I have read that book. I actually read that book 3 years ago in August. I read that book August 4th, 2019. And so the fact that I was rereading it in August, I went to go mark the book as read last night, and it was like August 4th, 2019. And I was like, what? It's August 4th, 2023. First of all, it's not August 4th. Let's start there, Rana. So you could tell I was sleep deprived. But so I just decided, okay, so I read it, I reread it. I read it before, I read it in 2019. I gave it 2 stars because I didn't necessarily love it, but I knew that the author changed some things about it. It got a cover redesign, so I was like, okay, well, let me read it and see if I like it. No, I still don't like it. I like it a little bit more. It's just like, it's a friends to lovers story. It's about this girl who, her apartment is flooded, and so she has to go live with her best friend, and then you get like a story behind like how they met, how he immediately started liking her, and how he wanted to be with her, and they hooked up. They had a one-night stand, and she was like, well, we can either hook up again, or we can just be friends and never hook up. And he was like, okay, well, I want you to be friends. So then it's like him like trying to get over her, but like still pining after her, and like them also being roommates, so it's like being a lot worse than what, like, you know, he thought it would be. And you know, them falling in love. And I just find friends to lovers very boring. I am so sorry, but I do. It's just something about friends and lovers that just doesn't hit. It's just like they don't even have banter. It's like I found the main character very annoying. She was very much like, it's crazy because you seem like, it seems like I would like this kind of character, like very like girly, pretty, like fancy, like all that. That's the kind of person she is. And it's just like, that is not something that, I don't know, I just didn't like how it was like portrayed in the book. Also, they were British, so I did like that, like their British language. Not that I am British, but I be forgetting Tilly Hibbert is British. So they said some British ass shit, and I thought that they were like, you know how like Americans pretend to be British? I thought they were that, but then I was like, no, Tilly Hibbert is British. I be forgetting. So that was fun, but he kept calling her Brat, like, and it just like was annoying because like, I hate the whole nickname thing, which is crazy because I love a nickname. Like, I want a guy to call me a nickname, but it's so obvious that authors do it to like set their books apart from other books or like have a cute nickname. And like, I think this is before authors started doing that, but it just feels like they like, it's like the intentions were just to have a character that like, oh, the fans can call him blah 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 in his brat, like blah blah in his sweet, like, you know, like it just seems like authors do that for like edits and stuff like that. Like, it's never like natural, and he just randomly started calling her that. Like, I can see like maybe if like it was a thing that he started in like high school or something like that. Yeah, and also I can see why they changed the title from One Bet to Roommate Risk, because they said One Bet in the book, but it's like it wasn't really like the bet was like random. It had nothing to do with the plot of the book. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so I gave that 3 stars. So I'm gonna be reading Project Hail Mary. My sister's read this book. She liked it. I remember Kenya from Lily Reads read this. She liked it. So I'm like, this book cannot fail me. But I'm going to be doing a 24-hour readathon tomorrow. So I'm probably going to pick this up. I'm probably going to read a little bit today because I have to film. So I'm probably going to read a little bit today and then read some more Wednesday. And then this is my 24-hour readathon TBR. Am I gonna read all these books? Probably not. I don't see myself reading all of them, but I just wanted to have a good selection of books, a little bit of variety. I have a little bit of everything in here, and I wanted it to be like that. So this is gonna be my TBR. Hopefully there's a 5-star in here. But yeah, I probably won't vlog, like I probably won't vlog the entire thing, like how I felt about the books, just because this is like 5 books. So I'll probably, like, if I get a 5-star, I'll come back and be like, hey y'all, I've got a 5-star. If not, I'm gonna just give y'all a brief overview of how I felt about everything and then move on with my life, right? So yeah, that's the end of this clip. I'm a little bit over my time, so hopefully I can edit that down, and I'll be back once I get another book that's not a 5-star. I am coming here to say that I have found my 5-star book, and we can end this godforsaken video. So I'm doing my 24-hour readathon. I actually read a 2-star book before. I read The Wedding Crasher, which I will be unhauling eventually, but I read The Wedding Crasher. It was 2 stars. I'm like, ugh, I'm starting this 24-hour readathon off terrible already. So my friend Jemiah, she is a book talker, but she's also a booktuber. I'll hopefully remember to link her channel. Well, I'll link her channel because I mentioned her. She read this book, and so she was like, man, like, you have to read it. So I was like, no, okay. I'm a bit of a Shakespeare girly, but I'm not like too, like, I'm not like balls deep into Shakespeare. I'm not like these people. Okay, I know I've read some Shakespeare. I read a handful of Shakespeare plays. I think I've read about 5 of them. I've read 3 out of the 4 that they discussed in this book, and then I just put it away. But I had a Shakespeare book that I use for reference, and it literally just has like the overarching plot, like, and it literally just like goes into like the Shakespeare plays and like tells you the plots and like things like that. And I also took notes, which I don't usually do when I read, but I took notes because I thought it would be fun, because I wanted to see like if like the knowing, I wanted to see if like knowing who got casted as who would tell you like who did it in the end and what their motivations were. And then as I started to like read on, I started to notice that, like, I mean, the book said itself, but like I've started to realize that each character was specifically like casted as a certain type of like person in the Shakespeare plays, which was kind of a spoiler because it was listed in the on the dust jacket. It was kind of like in the description of the book, which was irritating, but whatever. Because I thought I was doing something and I wasn't. I think I'm gonna like need to think on it a little bit more and like reflect on my notes, because I do feel like there might be like something like deeper here, or maybe I just want there to be because I took these fucking notes. But no, it was fun taking the notes. I couldn't figure out who was playing who in the play. So I couldn't figure out who was playing. Well, I figured out everybody else, but I couldn't figure out who Caesar was and who James. Like, I couldn't figure out who played Caesar. Was it James or was it Richard? Because I do think that might have been like really important knowing who was playing that. Because I have a theory, but I don't know. Because how Caesar dies, like Caesar's the main. Like, how there's a scene where Richard argues that Julius Caesar is the main character in Caesar because he's titled after Caesar, and everybody's like, girl, what? And how one of someone's point was that Caesar dies like a third of the way into like the story, and I believe Richard played Caesar, and Richard dies like a third of the way into like the story. But yeah, I really liked how like every character had like an archetype. I really love like the friendship. I really love the tragedy of it all. Like, I wasn't sure I was gonna give it 5 stars because like I was liking it. Like, a lot of people said they were like bored and confused. I don't know what the fuck was confusing, but whatever. Because it's not even just me like being like, oh, I have all this Shakespeare knowledge, because I don't. Like, even with having, I haven't read Shakespeare plays in a while, so I just use my book for help. Like, I genuinely don't know like what the fuck was confusing about Shakespeare, because I mean, what the fuck was confusing about this book, because nothing was. But this book was literally amazing. Like, the tragedy of it all in the end just ate. Like, I'm so glad I read this. I'm so glad I read this now. It's just like like, I think what I love about this book is the tragedy. Like, I love how like it referenced so much Shakespeare. One thing I took a list of in my notes was the themes of like every Shakespeare play, and this book has the themes of every Shakespeare play: ambition, revenge, ambition, betrayal, death. Like, it has like all of those things, and I really love that. I really like the characters and the friend group, which was weird because in the beginning, like, I feel like having an established friend group is like, going into that book is really hard for me to sometimes like see the characters, but I think the author did such a great job. Like, oh my gosh, I need her to write another book. Okay, I need her to write another book, because this ate. And this is one of like the best like Shakespeare type of books that I've read, because I've also read These Violent Delights, and I did not like that book. And it's like, I feel like this is like one of the best like Shakespeare like adaptions I've read, because it's like, it like takes so much from it's not just like, oh, this is inspired by a Shakespeare book. Like, no, like, this like takes, like, it literally is like, I'm gonna focus on Shakespeare themes, you know. And I really like that, because like, basically there are no happy Shakespeare books. Like, I think there's like maybe like 1 or 2 or a handful, but like there's not a lot. So it's like the idea, like the possibility of this book having a like, I almost cried in the end, but that's mainly because I'm on my monthly, so I'm a little bit sensitive. It's just like the ending, it's just so tragic. It's so good. Like, I just was not expecting to love this so much, and it might just be because my emotions are like super high, because one, I'm on my monthly, and 2, my birthday is in 2 days. So I just feel like, I don't know, but I just feel like this was amazing, and I'm so happy I picked it up. And I think I picked it up at the right time. Like, I'm glad that I became a Shakespeare girly before I read these, and I do think that I picked this up at like the perfect time. Like, I'm so glad that I read this book, but I'm not sad that I didn't pick it up any sooner. I'm glad that I read this book in this moment, because I think if I would have read it any sooner, it just wouldn't hit. Like, I just wouldn't have got it. Like, I just, you know, but I just, ugh. She was so amazing. Oh, the Dark Academia, just like the friend group, the characters. This was amazing. And I'm happy I could finally end this vlog. You guys don't fucking understand. Like, I'm gonna go to bed now, and I'm gonna sleep well knowing that this vlog is finally over. So yeah, I've been filming this vlog for 2 weeks, and I'm pissed because the vlog was supposed to go up Tuesday, and it's Wednesday. No, the vlog was supposed to go up earlier today. It's Tuesday. The vlog was supposed to go up, and I'm not gonna put it up tomorrow because my birthday is Thursday, and I don't like uploading videos like 24 hours close together. Plus, I don't know what else I'm gonna upload for the rest of the month, so I'm just gonna save this video. Like, I'm gonna edit it and upload it after my birthday. Thank you for watching. This was fun. I don't think I'll ever do this again, but